Be worth doing a time lapse or not, but at that point I thought it would be too abstract. Hello guys, how you doing? It is 2 o'clock at night and I don't feel ready to go to bed. I don't know why, but we had a discussion about this Google speaker, whatever that is, like if it's Gemini or is it Gemini though? I'll check that out, because at some point yesterday I was talking like if it's Gemini. Well, yes, but I guess that's for the main app. I never used Gemini before, so I'm just gonna ask. Oh wow, here we go again. Maybe you didn't see it that clearly this time due to the distance, but that was a big group of seagulls flying out, like 15 to 20 of them. So we were messaging back and forth about that Gemini thing. Of course, that's the Google's AI, but I had mentioned in yesterday's video the speaker for the Google Maps app. Well, that's a different software of Google. But yeah, I'm just gonna ask. Yeah, because I found out very weirdly that the beginning of the 1900s generation, whatever that was called, lasted 26 years. I'm gonna search why. Why did the greatest generation last 26 years? Oh, I should fix that. 26 years. Like, why did it last 26 years? Okay, yeah, I was just randomly asking, but yeah. Can either go on 3.5 Flash, 3.5 Thinking, and 3.1 Pro. I use 3.5 Flash. The other two options, though, at least those are much more worth using when it comes to AI, especially at 3.1 Pro, where it can solve some advanced arithmetic or algebraic problems. And I have encountered that also the 3.1 Pro does have a limit, because I tried asking another question, but on my Gemini it disabled the 3.1 Pro feature until 6:09 a.m. So I think it's for 4 hours that they block it once you get to the limit. Usually it doesn't matter how many. Oh, DT1. This is rare. DT1 usually doesn't pass through here. So when using the 3.1 Pro, rather than the number of requests or questions you ask, it has a lot more to do with the tokens based on context windows, which has a limit of 1,048,576 tokens for input, but 65,536 tokens for outputs. But it happens to be even a lower number with default 8,192, because it cut me off after like 5 or 6 requests. Like, I didn't have that many lines. Like, I wonder what 8,192 tokens translates to a number of lines, how many lines that make of coding, because they cut me off, but I was able to get back in just a few hours later, so that was very lucky. But I think there is a configuration process. It's the max output tokens setting, in which, well, it's easy. Like, you just adjust it to that, and the limit. Whoa, it's quite loud. Turning that setting on will bring the limit up to 2 to the power of 16, rather than having to worry about the 2 to the power of 13 limit. So I just learned about this 30,000 lines of coding or whatever research you do on Gemini 3.1 Pro, because I know that Google normally tends to be more precise. Like, 30,000 is not the absolute maximum limit. If I would give that to a power of 2, that would be 32,768, which is 2 to the 15th power. And that is the amount of lines for the 1,048,576 tokens. So 1,048,576 is the value that is equal to 2 to the 20th power. So I would have to divide this by 32 if I do the math. With the max output token setting, gives you up to 2,048 lines, but with the default version, it gives you up to 256 lines of information. Like, I did not even get to half of that at the hour of 2 a.m. So that's what made me confused there, but I was able to get back to it at some point. It locked me out for like 3.5 to 4 hours. I don't know why I got a message about this Threads thing, because did they really restore Threads here? I guess it did get restored in Turkey. That's what I've been finding online, but with some new features. I guess, well, I barely use Threads, so there's hardly anything that I know. But if it's working like it normally would, I don't know why it's continuously booting me out when I'm trying to log in. That's the strange part. Maybe it's just the server itself. I have no clue at this point, because it was said that as of 7 or 8 days ago, Threads was restored in Turkey. Like 30 minutes ago, I got a WhatsApp message that's based on a Threads post. Well, it's the server's problem if I'm not able to walk through what it is. Well, it's approaching sunset. Good thing we do have some breeze before we get into another hot weather pattern. Wow, you seen that? By the way, pomegranate flavored Fanta. Well, that's unusual. But these days we still have like 8:30 to 8:40 p.m. sunsets. It's yet been 1 week since we've had the longest day of the year. I am, though, willing to do a J&J vlog tomorrow. I'm willing to make a long video. In 1 hour from now, I'll be watching Toy Story 5. I made a 8:45 reservation for this evening.
High all the way up into outer space. My body wanna play. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway. Go high all the way up into outer space. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money on the runway. Go high all the way up into outer space. This is how we rave. Party every day. What you want me to say? I got that extra money.
Waiting for a train to arrive as I take the M11. Yeah, the M11 train track had been closed for a few days, but plenty of new stations have been added to the route. They've added the Olympic station, or Olympiad, whatever. Can also get access to the M9 train, so that's a bonus way to go to Mall of Istanbul, or just by short name MOI, if I would abbreviate it. Here it is anyway, now it's 8 o'clock. I guess I could try. Well, that was great. It's very rare that I end up being this lucky to take the front part of a train. Well, now it is 8:20 p.m. The movie will begin soon. Like, I was thinking if it would be worth doing a time lapse or not, but at that point I thought it would be too abstract. I don't mind, but with funicular trains, which commonly do go straight, it would come out much better if I did that.
Later.
Okay, well, it's done. Oh, dream me. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of those with Head and Shoulders. With these Head and Shoulders advertisements, I've seen a lot of them with Cristiano Ronaldo on it. I guess amongst the business, it's been a thing, but it's quite an interesting trend too. So I just got done watching Toy Story 5. I was excited for this movie. I can surely say about that. Now it's 10:53 Sunday night here. Well, it will technically be Monday in a bit over an hour, 67 minutes to be exact. So there's 67 minutes left of today. Here's a twist. Despite it being Toy Story 5, when I came in the theater, there were no kids. It was all adults. 6 months ago, I had watched Zootopia 2. Like 30 to 40% of the audience were kids. I watched Toy Story 5 tonight. There were no kids. 80% of us happen to be in that either millennial or Generation Z cohorts. Well, the first version of Toy Story movie, well, 1995 was it? So it's been 31 years! Ha! 31! Yeah, it really has been 31 years since the first edition of Toy Story came out. Well, I enjoyed it. It was fun watching Toy Story 5. Like, weirdly, I did not find Toy Story 4 as fun, but Toy Story 5 was great. It was about one of the concepts in which I'm highly interested in these days. Yeah, if you can tell, like, even as a young man, it makes me feel so much to not see what would have been elementary school. It completely taken down while I was my dad's elementary school. Well, it's gonna take time to get a new building next to my apartment. That took over 1 year to build all the floors of that apartment, although it's still not ready while we're already at the end of June 2026. Now, to get back on topic with that Toy Story thing, so yes, the fifth movie did turn out to be much better than the fourth one. The fourth one was fine, but it was like, okay. But the fifth one is based on the concept of the iPad generation, dedicated to Gen Alpha, but, you know, like, there's toys and an iPad on the other side. It's like there will be a generation that 6 to 10-year-old kids will be like, oh, what the hell is a toy? I don't get it. Alright guys, I'm going to put today's vlog to a close. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.